Hi, Barbara Vay here, and today I'm with Lara Adrian, who writes paranormal vampires. But what I found a couple things interesting on your website. I love the whole thing. One thing that you said that I could identify with was that you said when you were growing up, you slept with your covers over your neck. And I gotta tell you, I did too, because I had two moles that looked like vampire bites, and I was sure that vampires came in and bit me, and you were kind of identified with that too.
I was. For some reason, I thought I was safe if I kept the covers up. And I saw Stephen King on The Tonight Show or something a long time ago, and he said that for him, when kids sleep with the covers up to their neck, it's because, you know, no monster would eat your brains first, you know. But yeah, I figured I was safe, and it's a habit I still have. It's kind of weird.
I totally can identify with that. I didn't think of the brain eating part, but I just knew that if my neck was covered, I was okay. So like 90-degree weather, covers
Exactly.
up to here. I mean, I think it's great. Another thing that you did that I thought was absolutely fascinating that I'd love you to tell us all about is you went on a Germany tour. That had to be amazing. All those fans. Can you tell us what it was like going and seeing fans, and could they all understand you in English? And
well, fortunately, they sent an interpreter with me.
Oh,
so because
okay.
I don't speak German, even though my mother is German. And when we were kids, she tried to teach us German, and she said our dialect was so horrible that she just gave it up. So we never did learn, which is unfortunate. But the tour was amazing. I had never been on a book tour before, so to do it in a country where not only did I not speak the language, but I had never been there, everything was brand new to me. It was just a whirlwind, really amazing experience.
so what were some of the cities that you went to?
We started off in Berlin, and then from there we went to Cologne, which is where my publisher over there is located, and then did another signing in Dortmund, and another one ended up in Nuremberg. So we were in the old walled city, and it was just beautiful.
And I saw the pictures. You drew pretty big crowds.
Yeah.
Did you find? Okay, you had an interpreter, but were there quite a few that spoke English and wanted to talk to you about it?
There were.
Do they get the books in English and in German in both ways? And
Some of them do. The publisher over there is strictly in German, but they teach English as a second language. It's very common for pretty much everybody to speak English as well, unless they're probably living deep in the country. But there really wasn't much of a language barrier. I was really surprised. It would be a different story, I think, if they came over here. So.
And did anybody tell you, is there any differences between your books when they're translated?
You know, I don't really know. I don't think there is. I think they're pretty much verbatim.
And how about the covers? How were they different? Because I know a lot of times they do totally different things in different countries.
They have really beautiful covers in Germany. The one thing that I found amusing, though, is that all of my covers have vampire bats on them. My vampires don't turn into bats in my series, but I guess in Germany that translates into, this is vampire.
Oh, because it has a bat on the cover. Yeah. Okay,
and
okay.
You have the big clue there.
And are you from Seattle, the Seattle area?
No, I've actually lived all over. I'm originally from Michigan.
Oh, you're from Michigan. Hey, right next door. I'm in Wisconsin.
Yeah,
that's great.
Yes, very close.
Okay.
But I now live in New Hampshire. My father is actually from Massachusetts, and we used to vacation out here all the time when I was a kid. And I always wanted the opportunity to live in New England, so now I do.
And why vampires? Why did you go the vampire route?
They were always my favorite monster when I was growing up. They were the only thing that I felt actually could be real. And so they were the only thing that scared me, and when I wanted to switch gears and go paranormal, there was no question I had to do vampires.
So you watched the old Bela Lugosi movies?
Oh yeah,
and
on Saturday afternoons we had a Creature Feature, and my favorite was always the vampire movies.
That's great,
Yeah.
That's great. Well, thanks for joining us,
Thank you.
and thanks for being with us. We'll see you soon.